Welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. It's Tuesday and time for another technique. I'm going to share with you a fun technique today called faux heat embossing, something that I don't know why we didn't think of it sooner. Please give me a thumbs up or a comment to let me know that you stopped by to see my video today. I would love to know that you're joining me either at 2 o'clock or on the replay. So let's get started with this technique today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just your regular packing tape and I'm going to attach it to a piece of Mango Melody cardstock. Make sure it covers the whole thing. Then we're going to take something hard and plastic and just rub across it. And as you rub across, you're going to see it gets shinier just doing this. Okay, and we're going to pick it up. I'm going to use my scissors to cut off the edge. And you'll notice it's 2 and a little bit more of the packing tape. This piece of cardstock's 4 1/4 and the packing tape is 2 inches across. So I've just been hanging on to that little strip and I've gotten quite a bit extra off of that 3rd piece. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I want to make this die right here from the Mini Layers Blossom dies. You get this image here as well as this one here, which is thinner to outline it, and 2 smaller flowers, and then there are also 2 flowers in the thicker die. So you get the 6 different dies in this set, and I just think they're really pretty. Alright, so because we're going to attach something like that, it's nice if we have adhesive already on the cardstock. So we have started selling the adhesive sheets again. So this is an old piece, but that I'm using up. So we're going to attach it to my cardstock on the back. Cut off the extra, and if you know me, you know I'm frugal. Don't like to waste things. So this sheet over here I'm going to use for my greeting after bit, so I've been attaching the extra sheets there so I'd have adhesive on it as well. Alright, so to recap, we took the packing tape, laid it over the top in layers, and then put the adhesive sheet on the back. Then I'm going to take it over to my die cutting machine. By the way, the new Stampin' Up! Die cutting machine, whoops, will be out. Demonstrators get to pre-order it in August, so we're getting really excited to see that new piece of equipment. Alright, so to make it easy, I went ahead and ran one through the Big Shot, and I was concerned about it not punching out very well because of the thickness of the adhesive sheet, the cardstock, the packing tape. So I did just take a piece of wax paper and I ran it through underneath the die. So when I take this out, you're going to see that the wax paper is in between the die and the cardstock. So I just took an old paper pumpkin box and I put one of our mats in here, and then I'm using our paper piercing tool with the die brush, and I'm going to go like this first to help loosen some of those pieces. I'm going to turn it over, use the poker, and poke out my images. You don't have to use wax paper all the time, but if you notice that your pieces aren't coming out very well, I would strongly suggest you just use a piece of wax paper in there to help move it out. Now some of this is sticking because the adhesive sheet is keeping it in place. So once I pull that adhesive sheet, all these little pieces are going to come out really easy. My big shot is on its last leg, so I'm having to run these through. I was over at a friend's house the other day and used her big shot, and I couldn't believe how easily it cut everything. So I know mine is just getting really, really tired. So here's one that I've gone ahead. The packing tape is on the front, the adhesive sheet's on the back. It's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to this Night of Navy because I really want this image to pop. So with the adhesive sheet, you just need to find a spot where you can start pulling, and it's going to pull all of this off. Now I will tell you, a lot of ladies keep this paper that I'm pulling off and they use it on a card as well, because it's just a very delicate, lacy image. So another use you can use for the sheet that you pull off. So I'm going to line this up on here. And because we use the adhesive sheet, it's on there and ready to go. Now, I know that there's a line right there, so I chose to take some of this ribbon. It's from the Flowers, oh my goodness, my memory today. Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. And it's this white ribbon that is really soft. I just really like it. It comes, there's a 3-pack. There's this one, and this is in that jade color, the gingham. And then there's a blue that's like a twine. That's white and blue combo. Just really cool. $10 for all 3 of them, which I think is a really good deal. So I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to lay it over where that seam showed up. I like to just cover up those seams so that you don't see them. So I'll take my glue dots, put that on there, and bring it back around like that. And then what I did earlier was I cut out a happy birthday the same way. So I put some of the packing tape on a sheet like this. Then I used the dies from this Well-Written framelit dies. There's 24 in the set. It's $40. And you get sympathy, bride and groom. There's some flowers. A real versatile set. So then I'm going to put my happy birthday on there, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut to the card here and show you. So there's what it looks like. It's all shiny. Looks like I had to emboss it with all that hard work, and yet it was just packing tape. So I think this is a really fun technique. Kind of excited to try some different things with it. I wanted to share with you another product class. This one is the Blooms and Blossoms and Bloom set. And it's the dies that I just showed you, plus this stamp set. What I like about this is it gives us words for a lot of occasions. Happy birthday, thinking of you, hello, I like you a lot, get well soon. And so it's a simple set to use because your flowers are a big image, so you don't have to go to a lot of work to create a beautiful card. So you'll see there's the stamps. So I've designed 5 cards. And in this class, you'll get the kits for these 5 cards. Now, if you're not a blue and mango melody like I am, you get to pick the colors. So I'll show you the cards I made, and then we'll talk about the class a little bit. So this one here, you can see I actually used the die as an embossing folder, like an embossing folder, and embossed that image. Then here's one where I used the stamp and then use the die to go over the top. This one's 3 layers. So I stamped it in the yellow, then I used the Mango Melody image like we used today, and then the finer one of the blue to go over the top. This is where those adhesive sheets become very, very handy because it has the adhesive and it's ready to go. Then there's this fun technique. This is actually the die, or not the die, the stamp set here. I stamped it on a piece of white paper and then I cut it in half. And it's created these 2 cards that are a fun flap like this. So I'll give you the instructions for all 5 of these cards with a picture and written instructions. you'll buy either just the stamp set, and if you do the stamp set, you'll have, it includes shipping, tax, the 5 cards with envelopes, and the written instructions. And I will cut out all your dies, and they'll have the adhesive sheet on the back ready to go. Then for $80, you get the stamp set and the dies, shipping, tax, the 5 kits. Now, because it goes over $50 in merchandise, Stampin' Up's got a special deal this month where you get a $5 coupon from them to use in August. And I'm going to add to that, so you'll get a $5 coupon from me as well. You need to RSVP by next Monday, July 20th. And Stampin' Up's highlighting this stamp set as well this month. And they've given the demonstrators some additional instruction sheets with pictures. So I will add 3 of those as a bonus to this set. And if you mention you watched the video and signed up for their class, yeah, there might be a special bonus as well. Now, if you're not interested in the card class, and that's okay too, the bonus days are $5 coupon for any $50 you spend before shipping and tax with Stampin' Up. It's good through the end of July. Make sure you take advantage of that. If you use my hostess code today, I will give you a $5 coupon from me for every $50 that you spend as well. So this is a 1-week deal where I'm adding the extra $5 coupon to it. So I hope you enjoyed the faux heat embossing, and we'll see you next week.